to episode 3 of 40 Dogs, 40 Days. I'm the host, Andrew Whitmoyer. If you're just now joining me for the first time, please go back and watch the other 2 episodes. Covered a couple different dogs there, give you a little bit more history about the hot dog itself. And we're on a new one today. And first and foremost, I'd like to thank my friend Jamie Cousins. As you can tell, I have a new logo. She made a logo for me and a little banner for my YouTube channel, so please go check that out. Speaking of YouTube, I do have a Twitter, an Instagram, and a YouTube I'd love you to follow. First, my Twitter is 40 Dogs, 40 Days. The Instagram is my own personal Instagram right now, AVW606. Hopefully here soon I'll be making a personal one for the blog itself. And lastly, my YouTube channel, 40 Dogs in 40 Days. So please go look at all those, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The Twitter will always have new episode updates, as well as my Instagram. My Instagram will have a little snippet of the show, but the whole show is going to be on my YouTube channel. So please, please, please go check those out. So today, we're starting south of the border in Hermosillo. That is the capital of Sonora, Mexico. And the dog itself is called the Sonoran. And it actually started in this area in around 1989. And it was pretty unique because it was a hot dog that was actually wrapped in bacon. And you didn't really see that a lot in Mexico, so that was pretty unique for the time. And right around 2009, it started making its way up past the Mexican border into Arizona. You really only find it in 2 places in Arizona, Phoenix and Tucson. Tucson being the big one here. You will find a lot of stands that have a lot of this dog available. Pretty unique thing about this is the fact that it uses what's called a burrito. Now, instead of your traditional hot dog bun, this is going to look more like a roll. It's a little longer, a little oval in shape, and it does have a little more structure to it, so it does hold everything that is put on top of here. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot. So let's talk about that. What's actually in a Sonoran dog? So starting out, you have your hot dog. Today, I'm going to be using the Nathan's bun length hot dog, the one I used in the very first video. It's a skinless dog, all beef, and that's going to be wrapped in bacon, as I said earlier. Sits inside that burrito bun, and then it's going to be topped with diced tomato, diced onion, a little diced avocado, as well as some relish. And then that's topped off with some mayonnaise. I did see, doing all my research, I found that a lot of places actually do add some pinto beans as well. You can certainly add some cotija cheese if you'd like, or some cilantro on top. But again, I'm going to try to get as close to the one that's on the chart as possible. So today, like I said, bacon, tomato, onion, avocado, mayonnaise. So let's start cooking. Got a couple little demos to show you. All right, so to get started, I'm gonna go and get my toppings ready to go. So we have an onion, tomato, and avocado. All these we're just gonna kind of dice up so they kind of fit easily on the dog. So I'm gonna start with the onion first. Next up, we have our tomato. Just gonna get another dice off of this as well. And lastly, we got our avocado. Just need to dice that up as well. So today I'm going to go back with the dog I used in the first episode, the Nathan's Bun Length Skinless Beef Frank. not gonna actually cook this ahead of time because, like I said, it's gonna be a bacon wrapped dog. So I will start cooking this and show you how that's done. All right, if you're joining us for the third episode, you may recognize this pan. If not, for majority of the cooking of my dogs, I've been using this flat pan. I really like how it acts like a griddle surface, which you'll see a lot of places actually cook dogs like that. We're actually not cooking the dog on it today, though, because I said it is a bacon-wrapped dog. We're actually going to finish it off in the broiler. But I do need to par-cook the bacon first, so we're just going to start that off right now. So just flip the bacon here. Like I said, we're gonna par cook it, so you don't want to be crispy right now. Just want to get a little bit of color on it, get it started. Make sure you have a paper towel and plate nearby so you can switch it over to that once it's ready to go. So you're gonna want still a little wiggle room on the bacon, a little flimsy, but again, like a little nice brown color to it as well. All right, so got my Nathan's dog as well as my cooked off bacon. One of these got a little more cooked than I like, so I may just end up using one here. I also have some toothpicks that I cut in half. So what we're gonna do is wrap the dog and then stick some toothpicks in there to just hold the bacon into place as it broils. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to use both pieces of bacon, just attach them into place on each ends with a little piece of toothpick. I'm going to put it on a tray and I'm going to let it broil. I got my broiler on low. I don't want it to be too high and actually burn the bacon. I just really want to get a nice crisp, finish the bacon off, be nice and crisp, but also warm the hot dog through. All right, so my sheet tray, put a little foil down, just helps with cleanup. Obviously, it makes things a little easier to clean up. Just gonna place my hot dog on that, and my broiler's underneath, so I'm just gonna drop that down now. While that dog's in the broiler, I didn't have access to the burrito buns, but I did find kind of a similar roll at the grocery store. So I went ahead and picked one of those up, and I'm just gonna put that under the broiler as well, just to heat it through. All right, so just pull these out of the broiler. Got our dog, our bacon really nice crisp. The dog's warm, or hot, I should say. And our bun's warm too. A little bit of toastiness on there, which is nice. So let's go ahead and build it. All right, so got all the makings here for our dog. First we got our bacon wrapped hot dog and our bun. And we're gonna start. Got some diced onion. Next up, some diced tomato. Next we'll do our relish. You can make your own. I'm just using the Vlasic relish, classic. Also have our diced up avocado. And then lastly, top it off with some mayonnaise. That is a loaded dog. Clean off some of the edge here and I'll show it to you close up. And there you go. All right, let's give it a taste. See what we think. All right, back from the taste test. And before I tell you my impressions of that dog, I am starting a new rating system. So it's gonna go from 1 to 4 dogs. And so I'm gonna say this one is definitely a 2 dog for me. I didn't care for it all that much. I didn't like the bun. It was too big, too kind of clunky for me. I really like a more traditional style hot dog bun. I didn't think that mayonnaise really added anything to it. It seemed really out of place there. I mean, more if it was more like an elote, like corn dog or something, I think it would make more sense. But on this one, not so much. Maybe like an actual guacamole. I think everything being its separate parts really just didn't blend together for me. Another word of note, maybe heat that hot dog a little bit before you actually wrap it and put it in the broiler. The bacon cooks a little bit faster than the hot dog does. And so the hot dog had still a little bit of chill. I mean, it was like a lukewarm for me. So probably next time I'm gonna add a little bit of heat to that dog. So again, that was a 2 dog for me. Now, next episode, we're actually staying south of the border. It's gonna be a Tijuana dog. And as always, at the very end of the episode, I'll put a little card that shows what's on the dog. And you know, you can either follow along with me and make it with me if you'd like. If you also see something that, you know, oh, well, I know this dog and I grew up with it, and this actually is typically on it as well, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Again, you can follow me on my Instagram, AVW606, my Twitter, 40 Dogs 40 Days, and my YouTube channel, 40 Dogs in 40 Days. Yeah, so we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me again, and have a great night. Hey, this is Andrew again from 40 Dogs 40 Days. Thanks again for checking out my videos. Over here, I'm going to have a couple links for other episodes and my trailer as well. So please click on them. Please subscribe to the channel as well. We would really appreciate it. And please tell your friends. Thanks again. See you next time.